Hey, Andrea and Matt here from Beautiful Family of Six. Thanks for joining us. We're reading Chapter 8 of the Happiness Project.
Now, this chapter is about contemplating heaven. We are to read about catastrophe, keep a gratitude notebook, and imitate a spiritual master. Now, when we read about catastrophe, we can see how there is so much bad in the world, and how even if we have little things going on in our lives, we have so much to be thankful for. Right now, sometimes we forget the small little things that really bring happiness to our life. So she's saying, read about catastrophe for two things. One, to see that your life is not so bad, and two, to actually take an action as well. So be mindful of death and prepare your wills, have a chat, and also she's saying, okay, death can happen to you. So what should you do? Maybe you should be eating better. Maybe you should do those medical checkups every year. So things like that. So follow up with the little things and be mindful of death. Would you like to add anything else?
Yeah, one thing we were talking about is, it's almost 2 years now. This pandemic has been going on, and a lot of things kind of get put more in perspective. It's one thing that we kind of talk about a lot is our two grandmothers on my side that we still have, Nanny and Grandma. And I mean, they didn't, we were so wanting to, have them see the babies and everything, but, medical suggestions say that, we shouldn't be seeing people and all that. And then as things lightened up, we were able to have some visits, and I mean, we're still happy, but now you kind of thought maybe some of those other times you took for granted, like, oh, we can't make the dinner, we're too busy or we're too tired. When now, I mean, if there was the opportunity, you would go for it right away. So to kind of like Andrea says, look at your life, looking back through a magnifying glass and finding all these things that really mean a lot, and just being thankful for the little things too. We're all happy and healthy, and we can still have the ability to see family where we are, so something to think about.
That's right. So be mindful of death. Nowadays, COVID is so alive. People are talking about it. People have different opinions, whether we should be vaccinated, whether we should be wearing masks, or so forth, so on. So it is important that we enjoy ourselves, enjoy our family as much as we can, but also keep safety. As she says, there are two ways to see death. One is that is, at some point inevitable, but take some precautions in this case. But the other side is just make sure that you do everything you can for an event like that doesn't happen to you. So the other things we have is to keep a gratitude notebook. Actually, I have started in the past to do that. It's really hard. I've actually had a chat, even part of a test chat, where some people will guide you through a gratitude journey, and it is hard sometimes to take the time to write a notebook or to do a sentence or to even talking about. So what I personally do is I try to calm myself at night, and as I think of positive things through the day that make your day, and those things can be very simple. And she's really talking about being so simple, things that you will forget. So I do keep a journal for my children. So when they do few things like first day of school, first tooth, things like that. Okay, so I'm grateful for those moments. Because those are small moments that mean a milestone in their life. So they mean that they're growing healthy, they mean that they're successful or happy. So that is kind of what I do for gratitude. Let's ask Matthew, what does he do?
Yeah, kind of similar things. We like to take note of those, and many photos and videos of kids' first things, and kind of one thing, even just enjoying more of the moments. So sometimes you look at an opportunity or a situation where it's like, why am I stuck here? But trying to make the best of it, and even trying to just laugh. So I find now we can have some serious moments, but we're trying to be more thankful and more happy with what we have, and showing gratitude even to a small gesture from someone. Even a stranger in the store, try and pay it forward with your kindness. Really goes a long way these days.
Yeah, and then when you think about gratitude, you also think about affirmations. And that's a way, a lot of people meditate, and I think that's great. So I think that's another way to say thank you to the world and be grateful. When you say you're happy, you are being grateful. You're being, thank you, I'm happy. So things like that also help you. So maybe try to do the notebook if it works for you. If you have that time, and I know some people do very beautiful gratitude journals, and they have it for life and things like that. That's great. So if you have the time, do that. What we do is a family thing, so we try to be more putting our milestones in there, showing gratitude for those milestones, and try to remember those moments, because as we learn in the book, it's also about reviving those moments again. And now, imitate a spiritual master. So basically, she talks about what other people do to be happy and in a spiritual way. So she read a lot, and she found that one of the things that really helped her happiness was to help others. So she's saying, act as you would like to be treated, be kind. She talks about that. Now, I'm thinking about, okay, so what is something that I think most of my days and that keep me going and keep me happy? So there is a couple things. So now you have to, in my case, I have find motivation and happiness by always try really hard at things. So basically, do not give up. So everything that it goes to that line brings me motivation and happiness, because when I don't give up, even though it's hard, then I feel that I'm strong. I feel that I'm worth it. I feel that I can achieve a goal. I feel that I have purpose, and then I feel happy. So I think everything that is in that line or spiritual line, it's something that really helps me. I think this week we have an opening of the business, downtown office, and it really made me happy. And it took a lot of years to get there, and it was a really bumpy road, and some days we thought it would not happen, but it did. And I'm very thankful and happy about the project. And I think I wouldn't have made it if I didn't think that I could not give up. There were so many times I could have, but I remember that. So what is something that keeps you happy on the day-to-day that you do, to bring happiness in your life?
There's lots of things, but I think for us right now, it's kind of the kids. So, like the mornings are busier than ever. It's not just getting yourself ready to go, but getting everyone else ready, and even just the little things, going into the baby's room and there's two twins just smiling at you. So it's those little things that add up to our greater goal. And like Andrea was saying about the office opening, it's been a goal for her and other members of the practice for a long time. So we want to keep those smiles going in the children. And how do we do that? Well, we keep the business going. So it's kind of just a big circle, and going forward, we just have to focus on our success, and then that even can play into the other things. Is gratitude is, you know, being understanding of everyone else and clients and friends, and I do believe that the good karma will come our way.
Well, in that same token, one thing that we do believe in is that making other people happy will make us happy. And I think children are our source of happiness. So we try to make a lot of activities with them. And just seeing them happy, that brings us a lot of happiness as well. So I think those are kind of the spiritual things that keep us going in our lives. So we would love to see what you do to keep you happy. Thank you for watching.